Let us start with the looping statements that are in the nested form. So when we say the nesting of loop, then simply it means we are applying the looping statement inside the loop statement. So the case where we write the one loop statement inside another loop statement, then this becomes nesting of loop. So we have seen three types of loop: while, for, and do while, and we can apply the nesting of loop for these categories somehow, like we have suppose the while loop, then inside the statement we can apply another while loop, and inside the inner loop we can apply further while loop. In the same way, we can apply the nesting of for. We have first for loop, the outer loop, then inside that we have again further looping statement, and then again if required. In the same way, the do while loop, we have this looping statement, that is the do while loop inside the outer do while loop. This is the basic syntax of defining the nesting of loop. We can have n number of looping statement inside the one looping statement. And this is not only the case. You can note down one thing: nesting is not limited to the type of loop. Indirectly, I want to say, if you are using while loop, then it doesn't means you have to use the while loop again inside it in order to make the nesting of loop. You can have any type of loop inside of any loop. Suppose that our outer looping statement is while, and inside that I can use the for loop, and inside this for loop I can again further utilize the do while loop. In the same way, I can change the order or the type of loop at any time depend on my program. Let us see with the help of example how we can apply the nesting of loop in for, while, and do while. So what I am trying to do is I am simply defining the two variables of integer type, and I am just trying to explain with the help of example how we can use the while loop statement inside of the while loop. So if you ignore this particular statement, then what we can see the simple while loop statement that we have already used. Now when it comes inside, it will have another while loop that is doing the same thing that the outer loop is doing. The outer loop is simply looping out the values from 1 to 10. And now I am simply looping out the values of y starting with 1 ending with 10. Let me just use the value till 5. So now you can see it is showing the combination of values of x and y. For the separate value of x, we are looping out the values from 1 to 5 for the y. So you can see it is showing the combination 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, then 2 1, then 2 2, then 2 3, then 2 4, then 2 5. In the same way, the value of x is iterating from 1 to 5, and the value of y is iterating from 1 to 5. Now let us try to debug this program. So initially the value of x equals to 1 if I am in this statement, and then when I am coming in over here, I can see the condition is true, then I am going inside, then I am initializing the value of y equals to 1, and then when I am going here, I can see the condition is true, then I am going over this statement and I am printing the current combination of value of x and y are 1 and 1. That is true. So in the output screen, we have seen the statements 1 and 1. Then it goes on and increment the value of y, then value of y becomes 2. Now it again goes on, check the condition, 2 is less than or equal to 5, yes. Then again it will go and print the current combination of value of x and y are %d and %d. %d the value of x 1 and value of y is now 2. Then again it will increment the value of y by 1. Then go here to check the condition. Value of y is now 3. So it will check 3 is less than or equal to 5. Yes. It will again go inside and print the current combination of value of x and y are, the value of x is 1 and the value of y is 3. Then it will again increment the current value of y is 3. Then it will increment by 4. Again it will print the current combination of x and y value are 1 and 4. Again it will print 1 and 5. So when it will become 5, then it will increment the value by 1 after printing the 1 and 5. Then it will become 6. Again, when it will go here to check the condition 6 is less than or equal to 5, then it will become false. So it will not execute this particular looping statement, and it will again go here to the next statement and increment the value of x by 1. So now the value of x becomes 2. Then it will check, is the value of x is less than or equal to 5? 2 is less than or equal to 5? Yes, true. So it will go inside and initialize the value or assign the value 1 to the variable y. So it will become 1. Again it will go inside, 1 is less than or equal to 5? Yes, true. So it will go inside and print the current combination of value of x and y is 2 and 1. So it will simply print 2 and 1. Again it will do increment the value of y by 1, then it will become 2. So it will print 2 and 2. Again it will become 3. It will go on 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5, then 2 1, then 2 2, then 2 3 2 4 2 5. In the same way 3 1 3 2 3 4 3 5, and 4 1 4 2 4 3 4 4 4 5, and 5 1 5 2 5 3 5 4 5 5. When the value of x becomes 5 and the value of y becomes 5, then it will print the last time the combination of x and y value are 5 and 5, and it will increment the value of y by 1, and it will become 6, and it will come out from this loop, and it will check the value of x by increment the value of by 1, then it will become 6. Then it will check 6 is less than or equal to 5. No, it is false. Then it will come and print end of program, press any key. So you can see the value of the current combination of value of x and y are 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5, and then 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 4 2 5, then 3 1, then 3 2 3 3 3 4 3 5. In the same way 5 1 5 2 5 3 5 4 5 5. So this is how we can achieve the working of looping statement inside the parent looping statement. Now let me just write one more program. So in this program I am doing the same thing. I am simply looping out the statements inside the loop statement. So if you look only this particular loop, you can see this is the normal for loop statement starting with 1 and ending with 5 and printing the values. I have just added the outer loop in the same way that the while loop was working with initialization, condition and increment decrement. In the same way this will also work, and the value of x will start from 1 and the value of y will start from 1 to 5. It will also go till 5. So once the value of x is 1, then the value of y will work from 1 to 5, and when x will increment by 1, then again value of y will be looping from 1 to 5. In the same way it will keep on looping until the value of x becomes 6. So there are two errors. So what I am missing over here? Okay, I have not added the double quotes. Let me again run. So this is the same output that we have got in our previous program with the help of looping of statement in while. It has printed the same value starting with 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, ending with 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5. Now let us start to create a program like this. Program to print the below structure or pattern. So I want to print this particular pattern with the help of C program. So you can see the pattern. In the first line it is printing only 1 star. In the second line it is printing 2 star. In third line it is printing 3 star, then 4, then 5. How this is working? Now let us try to debug this program. to get the printed output. So initially the value of x is equals to 1 and the value of y is not defined. So when it goes over here, it defines the value of x equals to 1 and it will check whether it is less than or equal to 5. Yes, it is true. So it will go inside. When it will go inside, it will initialize the value of y by 1. Okay. Now it will check the value of y is less than or equal to x. Yes, true. It is equal to x. So it will go inside. It will print star to your output. Then it will increment the value of y by 1. It will become 2. Then it will check whether the value of y is less than or equal to x. No, 2 is not equal to 1 or 2 is not less than 1. So this condition is false. So it will go outside of this loop and print /n. /n means the control was over here in the output. It will just press the enter and comes to the new line. So when it will come over this line, then it will go to the top and increment the value of x by 1. Now the value of x becomes 2. Then it will check 2 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, true. So it will go inside and initialize the value of y by 1. So now the value of y is 1 and it will check 1 is less than or equal to 2. Y is less than or equal to x means 1 is less than or equal to 2. Yes, it will go inside and print star. Then it will increment the value by 1. It will become 2. Then again it will check 2 is less than or equal to 2. Yes, it is true. So it will print star and it will increment the value of y by 1. Now the value of y becomes 3 and it will check whether y is less than or equal to x. No, we can see the value of y is greater than x. So it will come out and with the help of /n it will go to the new line. Then it will check it will increment the value of x by 1. Value of x becomes 3. It will check 3 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, so it will go inside again. It will initialize the value of y by 1 and it will check 1 is less than or equal to 3. Yes, 1 is less than 3. It will print 1 star. Then it will increment the value of y by 1. It will become 2. Again the condition is true. 2 is less than 3. It will print star. Again it will increment the value of y by 1. It will become 3. Then it will again check 3 is less than or equal to 3. Yes, 3 is equal to 3. So it will print 1 star. Then it will increment the value of y by 1. It will become 4. Now the condition is false. Neither it is less than x, neither it is equal to x. It will simply come out of this loop and it will simply jump to the new line. Now the value of x will be checked with 5. 3 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, it is true. First of all, it will increment. Now it will check 4 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, it is true. Then it will go inside again, initialize the value of y by 1. So again it will check, keep on checking for 4 times and it will print 4 times star. Then again it will increment the value of x by 1. It will become 5. Again it will come to the inner for loop and initialize the value of y by 1. And again it will keep on printing by 5 times. And once the value of x becomes 6, then it will simply come out of this loop and print the end of program. Press any key. Now let me go ahead and create the nesting of loop using the do while. So what I am trying to do is simply defining the two variables, again x and y. The value of x is 1 on the very start, then it will go inside the do while loop, then again it will found one more do while loop. It will initialize the value of y by 1. If you just see this particular loop, you can find this is the regular do while loop that we have already used, and this is just placed inside the outer do while loop. So you can easily understand by simply trying to understand these in a separate loop. Now it will again initialize the value of y by 1, then print the combination of value x and y are 1 and 1, then it will increment the value of y by 1 until it becomes greater than 5, and in the same way the value of x will keep on working and making this outer loop to be iterate until the value of x becomes 6. So we have just missed some condition, that's why it is keep on printing. Let me again define the program. So now I have defined the value of x 1, and then inside this do while loop I am defining the value by initializing it with 1. Then I am going inside this and keep on printing until the value of y is less than or equal to 5. So once the value of y becomes 6, it will come out of this loop and it will increment the value of x by 1 and check x is less than or equal to 5. It will simply again go to this block and start executing over here. It will again initialize the value of y be 1 and go inside and print the value of x and y, and then check for the while is y is less than or equal to 5, and it will keep on printing until 5 in the same combination 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 and 1 5, then 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 4 2 5, at the end 5 1 5 2 5 3 5 4, then 5 5. You can see we have got the same output that we have received from using the while and the for nesting loop. So you may encounter the problems like if you have forget to increment. Suppose that this particular loop will only work from 1 to 5 and this outer loop will work only from 1 to 5, and previously we have forget to apply the proper condition, that's why it was keep on going and simply we have to manually terminate the program. So if I am not giving this value, then what will happen? Let us suppose I have done mistake maybe. So you have to take care of the things while using the looping statement. Suppose that I am incrementing the value of x but I am not incrementing the value of y. So what will happen? It will simply go and initialize the value of x equals to 1 and y equals to 1. Then it will go over here and it will keep on printing the value of x is 1. It will print the output as x and y are 1 and 1. Then again it will check the value of y is less than or equal to 5. Yes, true. I am not doing any increment, that's why it is simply going over here again and printing the value of x and y are 1 and 1. Again it will check 1 is less than or equal to 5. Yes. Again it will print x and y are 1 and 1. So it will keep on printing and you will have to terminate that program manually. Let us see if I am not giving this again. So what will happen? You can see it is keep on printing the value of x and y are 1 and 1 and 1. So now I can't do anything other than to manually terminate the program. Let us simply use Ctrl Alt and del and opening the task manager and just terminate it. So you have to take care of the things while working with the looping statement, because it may keep on going to the endless loop if the condition is not properly being given, and you have to manually terminate your application. So to avoid this, you have to simply take care of the initialization value and the condition that is going on. You have to know when should exit that particular loop. You have to know what are the conditions in order to make the looping statement. You have to know what are the values that are depend on the condition in order to make the looping happen. So to make it proper iterating over statements, you have to just focus on the conditions and the statements. So that's all. Thank you so much.